go. There you go. I think it's all up and working. Yep, sorry, it's been a bit, and I've been sick the last couple of days anyways. So, Happy New Year's, everyone. Honestly, I feel pretty old. I really need to get this model updated. So, pretty sure I already talked about the town. It finally has a name. The name is specifically Yin Yang. The upper side, which Tangy wants to have be more modern cyberpunk. Both sides are East Asia, Eastern, seeming to be more Asian Japanese style, while Yin, the upper half, is more modern cyberpunk, while the side I'm been actively building in the ancient city, Yang, is more I don't know the best way of saying it. Definitely not retro, but that's what's coming to mind. It's the older styles. It would make more sense to show, but that's for after some skin work's done. Which I mean about when I say when skin work's done. Because by Tangy's want, this is what's being worked on. Also, let me quickly... I haven't been on this one for a while, so I want to make sure this overlay actually has a message. Of course. One moment. Streamlabs got updated, so it wants to complain. For a little bit, I thought I lost all my stuff, but no, it just wants to complain. I'm just gonna have to be right back in a second. I need to log in. This is annoying having to do. I really don't understand why it loves complaining. These kind of auto update stuff makes sense, but I didn't even know it was updating. Need to grab one more thing out of this. Then I should be able to do the test. Hello. Yes, sorry about it being on the be right back screen. The chat wants to complain. Well, it's not the chat wants to complain. Streamlabs apparently got updated. Well, sometime after I last streamed. And it wants me to relog back into Twitch. And I'd rather not have my Twitch stuff be showing. This should be just one last thing. Again, sorry about this. It's extremely stupid that I have to do this. Especially the fact I could stream and it still wants me to sign into chat. There we go. Jeez. Okay, there we go. Now test the high chat. It is working. That's why I wanted to check overlay beforehand. Well, you'll be right next to Stardust. There we go. So, honestly, I need to find, like, some kind of videos or the like that YouTube wouldn't complain about. To either react or just build to watch while talking about it when I do stuff like this. Because I need those kind of distractions. I already know I'm not updating the head at all. It's mostly swapping this kimono from the star style to more of a yin-yang look, so it can actually fit the city. Let's see, how am I gonna update this? It's been a bit. This is one of the old bases I've used. Okay, make sure those... Yep, the ribbons are only on the torso. That's good. Should I do black, white? Doing that might not work as well. I could make this gray. Have this be black. So these parts are... Yeah, I'm thinking this be gray. The actual outfit being more on the black side of things. And then I'd have to actually get a model of the yin-yang on here. I probably would do like a small one on the back. Yeah, if people want to talk to me, this is like the best time to. I pay attention to chat, but there's no distractions while I'm doing this. Oh yeah, that's a pattern I'm also going to grab. This is the one bad thing when I use gradients. I have to figure out exactly every small color difference. Let me pull out the notepad. Okay, this is definitely going to be the one of the darkest parts of it. There's no other darker section. Does this color look... Yeah, not pitch black, but pretty close. I like that. So swapping... this to this. I almost forgot. Yeah, I always mess that up. There we go. I just realized something. Quick check. Is this darker? This is darker. Okay. Since it's darker, make it another section. Yeah, another apology. This is gonna be pretty slow until I get this done. There, that should be a good color if I'm right. Yeah, it's hard to tell the difference, so just the slight darkening of it fits really well. I don't think anything else uses that as sack color. Let me check up here quickly though, that could... Nope, that's the same color. This is the bad thing when I use gradients. I like keeping it consistent between outfits if I use the same thing. Yep. The same one as that. What about... That's the same, and what about this strip? Same strip also. Turn that one off for now. And just lines. Also, the bad thing when I do these lining robes. It's like one tiny dot can completely mess up the plans. Honestly, I wonder if Tingy's gonna be annoyed that I did this after they fell asleep. Did I? I did swap it back. The stream manager of my phone just showed a frozen stream. Check, I see that color difference. Okay, the lower color is still the same. Okay, that one is different. I'm thinking making these lower ones still there, but it could be like little fire ones, since the lower half, the yang section, is going to be gonna have Reshiram as the mascot. I think white fits the lighter colors fit Tangy better, but having like my kimono being mostly black but with the white of Reshiram would look a lot better from my thoughts. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this bottom part with the stars, like how I got it made last time. I'm being honest, it was literal years ago when this was done. So I'm pretty sure I made it on an old alt account. Might not even been an alt account, it might have been just the full-on main account, but I honestly don't know. Ow. Yep, that's why I tried being careful. I completely forgot which color I was using. And that color is just very slightly off than the actual color I need to use. Yeah, it's so hard to tell unless they're right next to each other. Especially because I don't keep my screen at a high brightness. I think I have it one above minimum brightness at the moment. There we go. That's that section of coloring done. Little dots underneath. These you don't need to cover as much, but if I'm being honest, if I see skins with flat blocks of one color, it's not the worst as long as the color fits, but if it's like the pant color on this, it's gonna look actually terrible to me. Okay, that one needs to block the other side. Nope. Okay, now the arms. Yes, there is parts I need to get here. 1A, 1A, 1A. Leave that block. Yep, these are the same thing. Yeah, sorry this is boring, there's not really anything to watch, just because I move my VODs onto YouTube after I finish up, and I just don't want to deal with anything copyright. I don't think there's any worries, but I know how bad my luck can be. What is that? Okay, that's D, that's a slightly higher color. Actually, this one's a little... Oh, no, that is the exact same. I could do patterns, but I'm not amazing at this. This should already be obvious. Okay. Come on. There we go. Yeah, and then one big thing, since I plan on removing the ones on the arms, just slight fill-ins over these to make sure it's all flat. Then any patterns I might want to add, I can just throw on after the colors fully change. Won't lie, if it wasn't for these old designs, I would do what I usually do and take the base of the skin that I have, since all these outfits I put on a separate thing, and then overlay onto my main skin model, since it is easier than redrawing the same head 50 times over. Especially when the skin doesn't like being used when I download it straight from here. Because of course it doesn't. Oh yeah, the overlay layer. I actually need to clear these ones. Do I want to take that little piece off? That one, no. The gray actually would make it work. But it might look better being flat color. I can add it back later if I think it looks worse. and any others around it. There are those little pieces. That's red, right? Why did I call that red? 1A. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I have that there. Especially with how old this specific base is. There you go, that's one. Most designs on kimonos like these, you wanted the little extra dots just above, copying the pattern below, because it adds that little pop that's needed for some of these. Like, cuffs work amazingly doing this, but the decal on kimonos look great with that little extra pop out that it can do because of it. And my leg's going numb. Oh, I just remember one of the things I'm not great at is making these stars look like fire. I'm not great with the grading for fire. You know what? Quick check. I don't want to miss like a Sleepy Snorlax braid. Okay, well, I'm not, but the server's gonna restart in 5 minutes. Honestly, I kind of hope someone joins the call, because stream's always better with someone else added in. Especially since I don't think most people care about working in a doggy daycare. There you go. Next color layer. Yeah, the next color layer will be 1D, which is just a little brighter than this one. See, is that enough of a difference? It looks good. I just want to try an extra little tinge up. That's way too much. That's the one bad thing about these color sliders. It's like so specific. There we go. Honestly, is this 1D also? Yes, it is. Oh, that's 1D. Having that be 1D, that be 1F would actually look good. So this pattern will go with this color, and 1D will go with this color. Get both ready, since I want to grab the colors first before I lose them. No, this is why I have to keep doing this. It is so easy to lose that one specific color you love and just never get the right shade again. There you go, 1D becomes 1C repeating, and that becomes 1F repeating. There we go. So let me undo the one F repeating, since I have it actually written down now. There we go. Yeah, that, when it's next to each other in big enough parts, you can easily tell. But these small little pieces separately makes it look so good. Since it can slightly, very slightly blend in. So it's not overbearing in color. Like I said, it's just enough where paying attention you can tell a difference. I think just all of this is 1D except for that one. Yep. Is this one same as this? Yes, it is. So I can finish this piece pretty easily. Make sure I get the right one. 1C. Yep. And then, yeah, 3 1Fs. There we go. That little strip. That looks so good to me now. Yeah, keep that little piece there since it fits with the slight flames that the stars are going to come down there. Well, it's not even going to be flames, it's like little embers. How far I continue any? Check. 27, that is a new color. Yes, it is. The one I had was 22. There's a difference. 1D, that's just a copy from down here. And yet that's the Saxon color. Perfect, that one's almost ready. I just need a little brighter than 1F. Let's go, what about 2 9 repeating? Yes, definitely 2 9 repeating. And grab this color before I lose it. There we go. And it copies this. Make sure. 2 7, yep. I do see that very slight color difference there. 295 to the 27. So this color is almost guaranteed more on the arms and the legs. So definitely grab that color now. Since when I see that later, I can get the perfect color match without having to do a big adjust. It was a little more obvious. Perfect. 3-0 repeating. Well, I say 3-0, just... Why this is the very slight math part coming out where I'm saying repeating for God knows what reason. But that looks really good. But now for this arm. 1D. That color. I do want to fully remove the flame decal, but I keep saying flame. Embers and flame, I always come to being the same thing to me, even though I definitely know they are not. One D. Top is also 1D. That's also 1D. Something that will definitely be noticeable is how plain this arm's going to be after this. So that extra pop of color will be needed later on. The only way is when it's all together, if it makes it look different enough. Let me get the other arm while I'm here, now that I know the pattern. There we go. Alright, looking great. Okay, 2-7. Yep, that's the next color on the list. 1F. Okay, yeah, that is right. I don't know why I started spacing on if that was the correct part or not. Yep. Gotta make sure all of this is 1F. Check. 2-7. 2-9. I'm gonna do a slight adjustment. I'm gonna make this be the same as this. And 2-7. That is a different color column. There we go. And then 2-7, which is just... There we go. And I'm gonna add that little extra since I want it slightly symmetrical. That's also 2-7, right? Yes. And then that's the rest of the 2 7s. Doing it this way, by specifically swapping colors on the palettes until I'm ready to do the decal, is kind of like a color. Technically, yeah, I could call it color by number, but that's not really the best way of saying it. Yep, that's the brightest spot. Just P30s. Why does that feel wrong? Okay. There we go. Now the overlayer, I want to delete these little pieces. Yeah, that's definitely looking better. This will be swapped to gray to fit Hiram into the listing. Since the main outfit, since the black fits me better than white, but that means the main color black still fits Hiram into the list. Doing the stars into embers will make it where it fits the restaurant part of things, which is legendary in my half of town. And then just these little parts to gray will be able to fit Kiram in. I guess I could also do this, but it makes a lot more sense to keep that. Oh yeah, how am I gonna set up the yin-yang? That's the one bad thing about doing a yin-yang, is it's hard to fit sometimes. I could fit like a small undecorative pattern on the back for it. It wouldn't be the best, but just a temporary thing. Yeah, let's just put a temporary one in for now. Do it on the outer layer just so it doesn't mess with anything. Black on the bottom, white on top. And without the dots, it does still work. It's just, there's not much room. That's always annoying when it's just enough room missing. One second, I'm gonna quickly look at some photos with kimonos. I want to see how high up the back of it is. Because I had it slightly low because I like wide necks. It feels uncomfortable once it's close to my neck. But if I can have it where the back's pulled up more towards the neck, that would actually work really well. Why did I accidentally put M? See, I want to see near the back of it. But it's looking like it's closer to the back of the neck from these photos. Yeah, I can pull it farther up. So that wouldn't be seeable there, but I can pull this up and it would fit so much better. The only bad thing is this would have to be adjusted even more. Well, let's see, I'm going to be pulling it 2. I want it to go around the corner, so I can just put 1. Change that to the base skins. Not what I wanted to click. And then I don't need the brighter color, since it's gonna both be hidden. And not that it's unnecessary, but it does just work a little better. I'm gonna go with this darker. And then change it to this. There we go, I like that a little more. And then it's gonna be covered, but since it's pulled up, I can pull this up a little extra. Okay, accidentally clicked the same one. That actually looks really good to me. And I could keep from covering up the pattern by just keeping the yin-yang on that, on the outer layer. That looks really good to me. I actually really like that. If I took Zekrom, the thing is, past fits a lot better at the lower section, which means Reshiram's pretty much guaranteed to be on my side of town, since Reshiram's definitely the past of the two. Which means, even though Zekrom colors would fit a lot better, the Reshiram one's the one I have to go with. That's the bad thing about this. I could either do Kyurem or Reshiram. I kind of thinking Reshiram, have that match with the Embers. I could still have this be gray like Kyurem. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I just realized I need to add that there on both sides. There we go. That's truly pulled up towards the back of the neck. Also keeping it wider there, so it's not strangling my character. That white will definitely stay. So copy that. Now it's from blue to yellow, so throw it down some. And 1, 2, it's either 3 or 4 colors. So ECA, that's the same color, perfect. F2, that is different, F7. That is the slightly brighter, right? Yes, it is. Technically, it is slightly brighter. And then FD. There we go. Let's get the colors. So, want the darker color first, so I know the main piece. I want it to be brighter, more fitting Kyurem. Kyurem has the brighter, more ice side look-wise, but I want more of the body gray. So light gray for the second darkest. That's the one bad thing, you can't color picker off this page. That fits the darker color. It's definitely not perfect, but for now it's more than good. I don't need it perfect. Yeah, I'll have this go to the Kirim colors also. And also this little dot. And while I'm here, ECA. Color that in, and that ECA also? Yes, it is. And now slightly brighten it. Definitely enough to tell. $6.3? I need to test that. Let me grab ECA again. ECA 670. Okay, yeah. That's just enough of a difference for it to work. So 63 repeating. And right here, F7, F2. So F2 is the one that's changing, not F7. So definitely don't change these ones. So now I need a more obvious change. That's 6.3, which wasn't obvious enough. So 7.0. Okay, there it's obvious enough. A little hard to tell, but it is a good replacement for F7. Usually we'll probably do it a little brighter. How about this one? That's FD, so do not replace that one yet. FD, don't touch that one. I know these. That one is FD. No, F7. My site's messing with me again. Let me log back into the world just in case. Minecraft could be slow to load sometimes. Still working on skin. Panda, there are bones too. Okay, now I need that one last color, which is 7 bright enough. I should see an obvious enough difference between those. From a difference, I can tell the gradient. Let me do all of it. I'm gonna add a slight tinge increase on this side. Now that slightly brighter color. That's more obvious of a change now. I actually like that very slight increase. It is. I think that's the cursor color. It blends in perfectly. Oh god, thankfully it's not big sections I need to do with that color. Like, it's perfect, but that blends in a little too well. But there is this new color, FE. Grab my 80, both sides, another FD, which, yep, I had to make sure that is the right color. There we go, I actually like that. I just need a brighter one for FE, which honestly I'm willing to go a higher jump than usual. It's just one dot, and I like it like that. So ignore that section getting adjusted. That definitely does work. Okay, make sure that the arms are fully done. Okay, it's just finish up the legs, then work on that. Yep, just 2 ember tinges. I won't touch these. These can stay how they are. Let me actually get the colors again. I won't lie, it was just long enough where I started forgetting the colors. IC repeating, okay. Well, not IC, 1C. For that. For here also, that's 1D, which is the correct one. Just had to make sure. Is that also 1D? That's 27. That is 2 colors down the list. That's 1C. Oh, 1C is not in my list. Okay, 1C is slightly darker than 1D. So grab that and place it in just above 1D. So it is slightly brighter than this. So slightly darker. So 1.9, nothing copy. I already have a 1.9. It is so minuscule difference. It's so hard to grab. 1C, 1, 9. Oh, that is the smallest jump difference I can do. 1C to 1, 9. I don't think there's a middle. Can I somehow get one, like 1C? No, 1C is green. 1B. Okay, 1B is possible. That is so hard to grab, but it is very slightly darker than 1C. It is so hard to grab that color. It's almost impossible to see it. I just realized I accidentally did a pun, goddammit. Okay, 1B repeating. That was so hard to get that color. 1 second, let me find any other 1Cs before I continue this. There, another 1C. So, right there. Anywhere else, is there any other 1Cs? No. Okay, grab this 1C from the side. What of? Wait. 22, 1D. Very slight difference. Almost messed me up again. There we go. Yep, that's 1D. All of those are 1D. That's not 1D. Don't touch that one. I could go up that line also. All of this is 1D, and that's 1D. What about here? Is this 1D? No. Yeah, it is so hard to see. Now I need to get the in-between color, which is 1F and 1D. Almost an hour work on this already. Definitely feels great working on this. Jeez, there has been no raids. When I'm finally done with this, I can get the new skin thrown on, and then we could go to doing gym battles. Okay, grab 1F. That's not in my list. It is darker than 22. But it's definitely not 1D dark, so I need between 1C and 1F. Let me find those again. One C and one F are literally right there. So either 1D or 1E is the only things I could do. So 1D is a thing. Oh, that is almost impossible to see. Now, what about 1E repeating? Okay, I can actually tell there's a difference with that one. So this is the one that's going to be used. Forgot to grab the hexacode. Oh. 22. Is the rest of this all 22s? Yes, it is. So the rest of blue on this side is replaced by 1Fs. This part here is going to be a little harder to change, but I'll just have it go gray for that also. The same thing I did with the top colors. Quick check. That is 27 all the way down. Yes, it is. So, 2 9s. Perfect. And one more. 2 2s, which become 1Fs. Honestly, too bad I didn't have a little thing to change just these tiny colors. 22, which is again the 1Fs. Is it all in this? All the rest of these 22? Yes, the rest of this is all 22. Perfect. Make sure blue is completely gone. Now it's the in-between. IF. This is why I had to. I would have completely forgotten 1E. Yeah, that is so hard to see. And then I'm guessing 22. I must have gotten just like a barely different color in between the middles. Perfect. Ignoring that change not happening yet. Definitely looks a lot better now. Yeah, that looks really good. I just need to get that down there being embers fitting restroom. And change this to be the same as the top side. Remove head and arms. And now how many different colors is there down there? 1, 2 if it's the same as this. Yes. that's the same as this. 44F. Well, it's not 44F, 4F. 4F. It looks like it's just two colors that are being changed. So I will go with the slightly brighter side of things instead of the darkest that the top side had. So 63 is the color I'm grabbing. And let's see, how much of a difference do I want? Do I want a small difference? Definitely not that small of a difference. I forgot to change it. So that much of a difference, or a little extra? Definitely this one. Quickly grab that, get the color saved. Now the in-between. 4F83. 4F83. No. I put one of the colors in wrong. That is the color I need. 69. There we go. Now I can confirm it's this outer color. And flip them. Still the outer color. 4F, yep. And now this. 4F. It doesn't have any there. I must have forgotten to put that one there. There we go. Now that looks so much better. I just need to change that one thing now. With these, I'm not worried about copying the colors. Yeah, I'm not worried about it, but I still should. Let me grab all the color differences quickly. Definitely the darkest. Unless... yeah, no, that's definitely the darkest. And it stretches around. It's making it easy on me, at least. EC, and then... are these two colors the same? No, F7 then. And then this very slightly off color. And it's FD most of the way up, except for that F7. Okay, so it's just 3 colors. Let me grab a photo of Reshiram, because I want to make sure I get the right flames. No, not clear. Reshiram. I want the official white Copilot turn on. Turn that off. What is that? Oh, the mic symbol is new? Oh, that's Discord. Apparently I've never looked at that. Jesus. How long have I spent already making this? An hour 11. My goodness. Now, Edge, I do not use you. I have to keep Edge there in slight cases where, for God knows what reason, Opera doesn't want to work. I want a good color to go with it. Let me get the actual game model. Sprites. It doesn't have the tail lit. All Reshiram sprites. Okay, these are animated. There is color there. That's easy to grab. Grab that code. Turn that off because that one lags a lot. Looks like that's not the exact thing I was planning on grabbing. Wait, why don't I just open image in new tab? That's a lot easier. Copy image. I'm not gonna actually use it in here, but do you see a little background thing? Oh, dang it. It didn't grab it with the tail lit. I need it with the tail lit because I could. That's the color I want. That red. That specific red is the one I want. Gen 5 Pokemon. Battle Spite. Reshiram. I don't know how to spell it. AM, okay. Ah, that's the shiny. That's not the one I wanted. That's... that doesn't feel right. It feels like that's one layer too little. Looks like that probably is correct, unfortunately. This is black and white 2-1. Original black and white. Why does it... I know it definitely is not a different color. It just feels like it. Wait, it is. Wait, that actually is a different color. This is a little brighter than the other one. This one is slightly darker than this one is. I'm grabbing this specific fire color. Copy image. Paste. Definitely expand it. I need that flame color. Okay, it's a specific orange. FF5 D26. FF5 D26. That is an amazing fire color. Have that be color 2? Have it be color 1. The other one's more of an outline. But let me quickly check while I have it. Is there any even darker ones? This one is DB1 CB. Okay, this is gonna be the second darkest. Well, the actual darkest. The other one's gonna be the second darkest. Copy that one there. Copy this one here. And then I need that final one, which makes more sense to be this brighter one. Definitely cut that off. If not, no, that's F2. I definitely add that. Now, expand, color, that. F6. So that one's F5. There's a slight color difference happening. That's as middle as I can get. So F5. F5 A5 6 5. F5 A5 6 5. F5 A5 6 5. F5 A5 6 5. There we go. Grab that code now before I lose it again. Ooh. Got the colors. Jesus. That took a lot more work than I expected, honestly. So copy this dark one, overlap the dark ones here. I know this one for sure is E. Yep. And that entire side's E also. F7, FD, 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 FD. So there's only two F7s on this one. And then the rest this. Honestly, that doesn't look right. That's way too dull. It must be because of the render. Let me sharpen the photo. Max. No softness. Sharpening it usually gets this so I can get a little more specific of a color. F9? So yeah, there's a very slight color difference there. FD. Let me try this one. Instead of F5, FD. It definitely that looks a lot better. Yes, F5 for FD. That looks so much better. Make sure about which ones are EC. Okay, got them all. FD, 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 and F7. So only one F7. And the rest are the new FDA. That actually looks amazing. And then both of these are E again, right? Yep. Look at that. Just get in between the legs now. FD, FD. FD is the copied one. FDA. And the other side of it, still FDA. No, those are that's an F7. F7. This is the reason why I'm using the Hexacode to get a sax. FD, which is a copy of this. Then the rest of these are definitely EA. Yeah, ECA. All this ECA. Oh, that's the exact same color. Those three are all ECA. That's an F7. FD, I would guess S. That is an FD. I was actually thinking that was an F7. That looks so much better. That is definitely an FD, but FD, okay. Had to make sure. Now. EC. Those two are ECs, so copy. FD. And then in between, these should be F7. Oh, it's not F7. That's gonna be the same as the other one. Oh, there we go. That looks so good now. That's not the best yin-yang, unfortunately, but I can't adjust the size of it. That's the best placement at the biggest size I can do. But there you go. Keep the horn nubs, QRM trimming and ribbon, Zekrom black outfit because that fits my color, and then for my side of town, the QRM flames. That looks really good. Quick check, make sure everything is fully done. Don't want any small mistakes sneaking through. You'd be surprised how many of those can sneak through if you're not checking everything. And now, same check on just the torso. There you go, my skin is finally done. So, download this one, but it doesn't like working straight from this site. So I actually need to make a new file. Yeah, here you can see what I do with them. There's either free bases that people allow use of, or there's ones like the kimono, where it's a base that I edited a long time ago, and then this. At least that's what I'm guessing I did with this. I know there's a few in that I made, and I don't remember where Star Kimono came from. So I'm guessing it was done that way. If not, I'm more than willing of putting in like a credits thing. But now that one's done. I just realized that's not the specific one I need. Yes, there's all of these. Some stuff like models, because I had to do small adjustments. Little icon thing. Yeah, there's nothing here important or anything. This is the one I need to grab though. Like, this one actually uses uses a base. This is a Umbreon base. Add image. And the new skin. Save PNG. Now definitely delete the old one so I don't get it mixed up. And throw this one straight in the skins. Let's see, what should I call this? I'll do... There we go. Is there a Yin Yang kimono skin? Wait, Kim Ino skin. Kim. My speech is getting worse. Kim. Why is my speech getting terrible today? Yes, I know that's the correct thing. Let me get that saved before I keep messing up my speech. There we go. And that one can be closed. Same with that. And I'm gonna quickly do this before I mess up my speech more. Yes, I am terrible at...
Kimono.
Kimono. Okay. I'm probably going to keep saying that wrong. I'll eventually fix my saying of it. I said it too much to the point that I messed up. If anyone wants to know how I find like specific colors with block palettes, it's literally just Block Colors app. But that's done. Keep that in the back. I'll put the thing in for the hexcode difference. If anyone wants the hexcode of the two. Now if that's ready, I will be right back. I need to reopen Moderant so I can put on the new skin. I guess I could leave you all on this screen seeing me. If there is lag screen, don't... My speech is terrible today. Jesus. God, I'm sorry that my speech is this bad sometimes. Moderant. There you go. Now, when this loads. There you go, and just make sure. Yep, slim skin. Oh, I could add a cape to it. The cape actually fits pretty well color-wise. I'm just gonna use blank, though. No skin's better. Well, not no skin. It's not the... it's not the shiny of the new event Rapidash. Not the flesh horse. There we go. I love the look of the new skin. Well, wait for this to start up, then I'll do... Arm pop. After this, I'm gonna take some challenges when I first get on. The fact that it's so, like, balanced and the like, you would think I was fire or dragon. Nope, rock leader still. I mean, a balanced gym could technically work good. Purposely balance out everything. This is slow to load. You all get to see how long it takes for Moderinth to actually load up my game. Now a lot of the okay. Apparently Minecraft just likes you all today. It always takes forever for me, but it works instantly for you all. It just likes you all. I don't understand why. There we go, and you should instantly see in top left the new skin. There we go. This actually looks so good. It's a little hard to see in this area, and I probably should switch my torch usage from soul back to normal. Yeah, that's literally the darkest black and whitest way I could get. That looks so good. Do tasks. Look at this. This looks amazing. I love this. Okay, so I'm not going to say anything about what this team on the left is. All I will say is that they need leveled up a bit. And I kind of need to deal with these quickly. We are fighting at my house. What? Strange gym. Yeah, I'm kind of a cult. The fighting gym didn't really look good. The leader soda wasn't great, but hey, so much that we can do. This is not still fighting at all for a loss. Yes, I know you could right-click the harvest, but Hardy Grain likes to glitch when you do that. I could show. This little layer prevents all growth on the block, so you have to full break it if you do that, instead of having this piece here. We're at the other gym. Oh, hey, that actually grew. Well, I don't, honestly, that probably didn't grow, and I'm just psyching myself out. So, a lot of firestones. Kind of fitting, I got literally 0 thunderstones. Yes, I'm counting 16 as literally 0. I added some more lights in, so that's more seeable and the like. That is still nothing. There we go. Alright, the most productive farm I've ever had. And that's even purposely making a bunch of, like, automatic stuff. Somehow, just a bunch of cocoa beans here gives me so many. I do not understand this. But Cocoa Bean is so efficient to get huge amounts. There we go, TPA. Pandorum. There we go. We get a front row seat of the fight. So 5 turns. Masquerada doing a lot of damage to Annihilate and getting taunted. Doing it again, getting hit by Rage Fist to Focus Sash. Another one because it was switched to Sneasler. Then Sneasler U-turned and Armor Rouge after swap from Masquerada to Armor Rouge and getting poisoned. Then there was the swap caused Earthquake to KO Armor Rouge. A Moonblast onto Beware. And then Earthquake dealing some damage. Draining Kiss did not get the kill. Earthquake more damage. Another one killing it. Sneasler U-turned on Cyclozar. And then into Conkeldurr, which causes Flame Orb to activate. U-turn, getting hit by Ice Punch, but survives. Yeah, Conkeldurr could be a right pain. Oh yeah, Expanding Force. This is why you be careful of Psychic Terrain. I don't think Psychic Terrain's up, but that's why you be careful of it, because that would be so much more damage. Mario. Protect against Sword Stance. Wait, it didn't Mega. It must be doing the rare thing I do, since very rarely I won't Mega my Diancie, and instead use Terra. That's when I do have Diancie though, because I have a Monica swap with it now. Teleon definitely also. This could be casual. If it was casual, it would make a lot of sense. It's probably casual, honestly. That's likely why it didn't Mega. Masquerada. If this was against me, that would died on switching. Finally, Pando got Sucker Punch. And there's something I love seeing. Celestial Glade. This is from the first server event. Thankfully, Kirlias and Ralts are still possible to find in the end, but they can't naturally spawn anymore. It's only the ones who survive the clears. Let's see what the next move is. Yeah, definitely survived that. Oh, that is an amazing choice. Didn't kill. That is... that's guaranteed to probably be a choice scarf or choice band. I would not have kept using Cycle Cut. Yeah, this is... unless he has a slow mon, I think this is done for. Oh, does Conquistador out... yeah, Mouse Rod is definitely faster. A lot of damage to not kill. That's banned. No, well, I was about to say that's banded, but no. I know that thing is Mach Punch. I can make this person to an ad. Oh, I can't place down a torch. Two spawn. There we go. That is so much brighter. I love the look of this. That looks amazing. Oh, take off our... we have the thing, not everyone turns off the armor and the armor visibility. One second, I need to do something. Where are they? Where are they? There they are. There they are. Let me get a slight angle on it. That is good positioning. I like that. Right there. Nope. I think that 3... I'm gonna wait for Reshram's arms to go down. There we go. Tanky in my town is called Yin Yang. Or farming with the towels. Big aura. I kind of I listen, not listen to, but I see these often. I just always forget Truth and Ideals. Reshram, Kiram, Reshram, Reshram, Kiram. One is Truth, one is Ideals. I always forget. That's my boy. And another win. Well, time to go to the frozen river. / home. Frozen river. I don't see him, so he's this way. Oh, surprisingly not. Has to be this way, I'm guessing. TPA. Milo is. Candy song. Ah. Let me quickly grab them. So a lead then. Okay, it looks like probably gonna use Ultra. Let me walk back a little. There we go. Just a balanced gym, but it's those two. It's a balance. That's just really funny to me. The ribbon tab. In your... the ribbon tab in your party menu. If it's empty, there's no mark. Yeah, the rarest no, it's not. The most common is 1 out of 100. See, I have a Marksmon somewhere on me. Mocha and Mocha's not marked. I know someone is marked. Joy. Look at the name. The extra title is from Marks. TD accept. Well, there's marks to show. Oh yeah. So that and I'm gonna do both Safari. Safari and Extra Ultra. The Sociable. That is extremely lucky. I don't understand what he's doing. Apricot pie. I don't understand what we're doing. So, just as archiving the current flying, water, and rock gyms. So there will be new gyms made for them. Either you can use the current if possible or make a new one. Horse. I didn't even want to keep the horse. I didn't want the horse. Why do I have to get the horse? Patchy was a helper. They're a full mod now. Great good on the promotion. I didn't even know they were promoting. Like they were getting promoted. Do you want a normal Faramosa? Yes. Oh, actually, wait, no, it's not the Spritzy I need, it's the other one. Spritzy becomes Aromatisse. I need Swirlix. It's not innocent. Is Steve ready to evolve yet? No. Let me go to the deep farms. I'm evolving this baby for Tanky, since they had to go to bed. But it's been a while and they still aren't evolved. Let me... I have extra of each one, so I should be able to just delete the current extra IV. Okay, 6 special defense. Okay, Stevie. How much did that raise? That raised almost nothing. 130. 135. It's 160 that's needed. Not what I meant to do. It's not a physical attacker, so I know these will do nothing. Quick check just to make sure. Yep. And now it's full. There we go. Slash back. I need to throw on a new iron, though. Because it was... No, special defense. I needed zinc. There you go. Can't sense nether. Doesn't spawn zombie pigs. Oh, relic. I maxed out my relic pouches now. Oh, time to move everything back a slot. Why? I see that message from... Trying to get a Stardust also? Here, Pandorum. So, lead, earthquake ball. I have 3. So I took 530. Every time. I don't know who's using a hammer. Okay, I don't know who's using the hammer. It's after 7, so I know they can get a noise complaint for that. There we go. Sacks of relic coins. Pouches of relic coins and relic coins. I have too many relic coins. I have too many meteors. I need more mini-ores, though. I want to get just all the mini-ores. Honestly, I probably should have done mini-ore colors for that instead. But this just fits the town so much more. Warning. They blow up. Oh yeah, one just did. Let me swap my torches over to the new style. Golden Go. Evo. I misspelled that, but it works. Also decor. Sack. Sack and pouch coins. I want to evolve Stevie before I get off. But it is slow raising it. It still needs to go up 13. Also, I need to level this team up for Tangy. Does doing that raise it up? It did a little bit. Not enough to be worth it though, based on the level. $50. Minimum get them up to 50. Since most things should be possible to get at that time. There we go. Oh, that popping. I actually needed that. Jesus. Oh, let's do this. Quick check. Anything I want to craft from here? And the Christmas ones are about to not be possible. Wait, Christmas ones are about to not be possible. I can just turn one of the ones I have into marshmallow, thankfully. If I didn't have that, I would have been a little annoyed because that's the one thing I don't have. Shiny curly form Tatsugiri or Choco Orange. Slash GL and Open Gym. Wish I haven't fought the Frogton yet. He is so overpowered. Hell, he had a Calyrex Shadow. Pando knows how I feel about counter teams. I don't hate them, but they are specifically the reason why I'm going for a theme instead of a type. Because rock is kind of easy to counter team. Close your gym, then /GP. I said close. Comp casual? With how it's built, I have to jump to get their attention. Time for a cave-in. At least make sure we're even. I want them all to be near the center. Okay, so Rotom Wash. I already know what to do. The Wiggles. Fucking love Wiggles. Wiggles, Puppy, Princess, Stardust, all like kinder names. Have to wait to see what they switch into. If they chose ground or water to switch into, they just get deleted. Metagross, that is actually a great choice. I know I outspeed, so I'd rather get this back out. And get up my Toxic Debris, because that's actually extremely important. Get up Stealth Rock. Bullet Punch. I always forget Metagross for some reason gets that. Still, badly poison. I don't need to worry too much. Metagross, I don't think it should kill Puppy, but I'd rather not take the risk. They're probably going to think they can get a KO with Bullet Punch. If they're not as new as I expect, they will switch. Yep. It's very obvious switch. Literally no reason not to go into this. It's almost guaranteed they're going to switch into Metagross again, but I get to weaken them. In case they expect me to switch. Yep. Get some more damage on their Metagross. It's almost guaranteed going to Meteor Mash. Stardust, I don't want to come out until it's dead. Same with Princess. Wreck-It Ralph's the best counter to this, but Puppy can deal with it. It's just Meteor Mash will probably kill. Go Wreck-It Ralph. Okay, yeah. That definitely will not get killed by the other attack. Bullet Punch will definitely not kill. He's almost guaranteed to switch again. Since he already switched once into Rotom. So if he goes Rotom, it's getting hit with a Head Smash. I'd rather take the chance because Rotom is more likely to be worth getting rid of. I should have just went for the obvious move. Still, that's fine. Puppy's Menace. I love this nickname. Puppy Fetch. A certain tree. Oh. Iron Bundle's annoying. Stardust can't deal with this unless it gets up. Thing. Puppy can deal with an Ice Beam. It cannot deal with a Hydro Pump. Wiggles can deal with a Hydro Pump, not an Ice Beam. Princess could deal with both, but I'd much rather not get a second hit on her. Close combat. Okay, it was a good idea I didn't switch. Yeah, flip turn. That's annoying. The thing is, it's pretty likely he's gonna switch into something that resists Fairy. That's the bad thing about being the rock leader. There's so many counters to rock. I'm actually happy about that. And then it's almost guaranteed it's going to be Earthquake, and probably sashed into Earthquake. Well, scarfed into Earthquake, or banded. So it can't hit, so I can just go straight into Shell Smash. I'm actually happy about that. And here is my menace. Get him. I'm fine with Rough Skin. I just kind of wish he got a little damage off. You little shit. This is the one thing I can't really hit well. I still get a bunch of damage off, and it's not like it can really hurt me. Okay, it's just the least the rocks and poison. He's just gonna spam Roost, isn't he? I would do Earthquake, but I'm faster. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Stop shielding. Stardust, delete. Delete. This is what I was waiting for. Stardust, get him! Stardust sweeps again. I don't understand this. I want to be nice on what I trade him. Where's my tiny Frigibax? I only have one more tiny. F it, you can have a tiny. He does that, like, hey, challenge me. Dude, challenge the gym. I gotta want that. It's tiny. Teeny tiny. Teeny tiny. Teeny tiny. Oh, let me pull up my fish. Okay, there's a Magikarp. Let me pull Frigibax to the top of the list so I can see. Slash check Poke size. Me. Frigibax. Why am I not surprised? I'm definitely going to use this one though. Maybe not for like a team or anything, but like I'm gonna swap this one with it. The thing is, I like that. Like, I want to see his team outside of the gym. My teams are gym teams. bakery gym, rock gym, a gym that isn't even an actual gym, it's a practice one for people to test against when they're new. They want a taste of gyms. Dragon Den Gym, which isn't actually going to be active anymore, so this is going to be the new spot for the rock gym. And then Moonlight and Tiny. The 3-point... The only reason this dude doesn't have an actual name is because I want to keep the size of his names low. I'll be nice and show my general set. What? Oh, Pando got off. I didn't realize Pando was getting off. Oh yeah, time to get food. Who said they wanted to see... I really want to see what Az team looks like out of battle. The only time I get to see is from field day. I truly wonder if Pandora is ever going to realize that I don't have an actual team for outside of gyms. I don't have a out of gym team. And that's the funny thing. I don't need a out of gym team. I just use my gym teams. Definitely want to put on a good mon for this. It's a mega, so this is gonna be a little annoying. This is the first one in a while I've seen. Yeah, legs are possible, but not Paradox anymore. This is gonna be a hard one. Both Glim, Princess, and Karmic Beads. Oh. Well, it's just these three then. Let's see how little damage it takes. Yeah, it took literally no damage. And it's just setting up. Come on. You know, swap Sludge Wave. Yeah, definitely swap the Sludge Wave. I haven't taken any damage yet, because it's not doing anything. Oh, god damn it, die. atomic beads against it. Oh, instant dragon ascent. Okay. Well, this is fine. It has to deal with the new stuff now. Oh, come on. There we go. If you ever see, that's something that's normal to happen. People just trading the drops if it's shards, sea crystals, and or stuff like that. I think it's not in the game, but the Mega Stone is craftable, so it's not like the CA Legend Stones. It's probably the cheapest one. Not based on items, but based on the fact that no one uses Mega Audino. There, I don't think there's anything else I want to do today. It's been 2 hours 30, so it's definitely been long enough for this stream. Oh, that looks so good. That looks really good. Especially because Yang is the one that's being used for my side of the gym. Well, not gym. That would be kind of funny if the entire town was the gym, though. Side of it. And a pie. Oh my god, pie. Oh yeah, another one. Taking that King's Rock. It does fit going on my head again, but I'd rather just have the helmet. Megastone. I have the Latiasite plus these now because Tangy just didn't want theirs. Literally said just take stuff. Like, alright, I'm going to, especially considering the fact that literally anything asked would go straight to her anyways. I'm pretty sure it's a her, right? Honestly, I don't know. That's why you always hear me say they. They's just safer to say. That's about literally anyone. Double glimpse. Double Tratini. Too bad there's not poker cards, like a playing deck. You could put a fantastic core because this would be a really funny image. Honestly, let me grab that screenshot. It's just a magic carp outside. But I want to get that magic carp in frame well. There we go. That works. And oops. This is a bug. Report to admin through tickets. That's from the daily thing. Usually that happens if it's either something just didn't pop in the thing right, or what happened with that. That one was the candy canes in the daily not popping in correctly. But a lot of people got that when we were all given the turkey hat early. Honestly, I'm just gonna put high in here. And this. Excadrillite. It just doesn't actually work. Because it's the model on the wrong stone. Which means it doesn't work on either Latios or Excadrill. But it's these things are so rare. Like Chestnutite, I got an IOU from Lawrence for it. That's why I have French Silk. He got that. I agreed. If he gets me another, that'll be the IOU. He just gave me the one he got first thing. I want to get the Flesh Horse just so I can actually name it Flesh Horse. I don't know why I'm sneezing. But let's pop to the normal torches now that it fits my style better. Also, back to the town connection. So Tangy adjusted that a little bit. Tangy was going to be building more. We got the general shape of the roundabout, McDonald's, and like setup. Why is there a bunch of dogs down there? They're even wild ones. Why is there just 4 wild dogs down there? Okay, sure, game. Down here. I still need to do this. Warning, Screecher. Every time you enter or exit a Screecher. That's the thing telling you that someone just entered. This is Noble Lavender's home. They don't have an inside put in yet. But they are a writer. There's no downstairs yet. There's an upstairs with nothing put here. I really like the look of this. I was the one who told them about doing this. It's also their Wooloos who are wandering around somewhere. Yeah, here they are. Light blue and gray Wooloos. I want that Tapu. I want that Tapu Fini. I'm just... Sometimes they don't want it. $3 to $4K. So over here, that's the Skelly spawner. Going down here, this just ends. And I still need to make this side and this side more. Since I was working on up there. I need to grab this wool now, though, since Noble left it for me. Honestly, that's actually really helpful. Game eats. Shaved Wooloo are so cursed. It's not the worst, but if it was like if it was magenta shaved, it generally would look like a broken texture. There we go. Still need to build this way, but any temple-like thing could be built here. I know I'm going to be making the Dragon Adoption Center here. Not giant win. Is a shiny Mega when ZA Megas come to the game, but still, Dragon Adoption Center. It's not really set up because I'm getting everything else before that. And I would make the player warp, but kind of need stuff done. I'm gonna have Tangy make a separate player warp for Yin. There's gonna be one for Yin, one for Yang here, and then I'm gonna have one specifically for Yin Yang, the middle area, right where the warp will be. Here is Pandorum's. I like the look of it. A little storage area. They're actually starting to do stuff here now. Oh, I don't think this was them that broke these. But I'll make sure to put like a little staircase here. They have a time actually getting up and going around. Jesus. That's 3 now? Or 4? Well, I know I'm not getting a shiny today. Jesus fuck. Jesus Christ. I want it. So many legends. Shinies and legends. Shiny legend. Oh, right. That's counting the ones brought in by Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, because that's Gen 6 also. I'm going to Albie. Who the fuck put the boat there? So, I need to make these little homes finished up. I could do little stalls, but I'm gonna do these as like small homes. So new players have a little temp home. And then these are gonna be like actual deposits. So 1 to 500, which yeah seems like a lot, especially for new players, but that's because they'll get the amount back when they have a different home and tell me. These are temporary houses. That's what I'm kind of thinking of. They could just be cheap full houses also. Honestly, I might even just make them be actual just stalls. Like fence, carpet top. And like, oh hey, you can make little shops here. Since there's 10 of them. And if it's needed, I can stretch this into the wall and branch around. Really like these. I should end for the day and try seeing if I can get a legendary. That also let me get Stevie's raised up. Actually, Stevie's 2 off. Yeah, I'm gonna get off for today so I can finish up the team and just AFK. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.